Friday night, and that means it's time to check out what's new on the web.
Here's Fox 61's Rick Hancock with our weekly internet fix. Rick?
Well, if you own a business and still aren't using the internet, trying to figure out what to do to get your business on the web can be as confusing as trying to piece together a complicated jigsaw puzzle. But for one East Haddam man, the internet and jigsaw puzzles go hand in hand. Like many kids, Mark Capitella enjoyed playing with puzzles. But he never thought he would make a living creating, cutting, and selling puzzles, some worldwide. His puzzles range from simple to simply fantastic.
Money didn't appear to be any object to them.
But like a lot of successful entrepreneurs, Capitella turned hardship into an opportunity. He lost his job in 1995 and found himself with unexpected time on his hands.
When I was just kind of dabbling with some plywood from a project I was doing, discovered my ability to scroll, and I cut something that resembled that of a jigsaw puzzle piece. Two halves locked together and the light bulb went off, and the idea was born.
And that's how MGC's custom-made wooden jigsaw puzzles and art was originally pieced together. Capitella has always used the internet to sell his puzzles, not only because he thought it was a good idea, it was all he could afford.
So I really didn't have another route, so I figured, well, there's this new thing called the internet.
Capitella hand cuts between 50 to 100 puzzles a month, and recently he designed a puzzle that the Intel computer company commissioned as a retirement gift for former Microsoft CEO Bill Gates.
Knowing who it was for, I kind of cut it in such a way that it had certain things in it that hopefully means something to Bill, and we'll see what happens.
And while many of his puzzles are often complicated designs, his website isn't super fancy, and it hasn't changed very much since he first built it over a decade ago.
It's probably a little bit overpowering to some people. It's too much information for some people. They just can't, they don't have the time or the desire to digest it all. But everything's on the website. I mean, there's nothing, if you take the time to read the website, there's no reason to call me up and ask a question because everything's answered.
And just because the economy is down the dumps doesn't mean your urge to find a good shopping deal or two needs to suffer. Plenty of retailers are wheeling and dealing on the web. Nearly 1 million people are signed up for the social networking shopping site fatwallet.com. It lets you compare the most recent web prices on items including appliances, movies, and computer software. You can also earn cash back on some of the items you buy. Ebates is a similar online discount retail site. It pays you to shop by splitting part of the commission it gets when it sells you something. You can find links to both sites on our site at fox61.com. And this week's podcast is about today's state Supreme Court ruling that allows same-sex marriages in Connecticut and what comes next. Despite defending the state's ban on same-sex marriages in the past, Attorney General Richard Blumenthal now says his office will do whatever it takes to ensure the new marriage law is implemented.
This decision settles the issue under our state constitution because it is from our state's highest court. There's no appeal to the United States Constitution. And so the decision is final and must be respected.
And there's a lot to this new marriage law. So if you want to listen and watch the entire video podcast, you can log on to iTunes and download it to your computer. And as always, if you have a blog or website you want me to check out, send me an email and I'll check it out.
You know, getting back to the puzzle piece, does he make the skill set for the puzzle pieces, like if you're doing it for a preschooler or a young child, it would be an easier puzzle?
And you can send him the design, you can send him photographs, pictures, and whatever you need. He'll Photoshop it, cut it, and send it to you. Right. It's excellent work.
Right, because they didn't want to call him because it's all on the website.
That's right, it is.
Thank you, Rick.
They did look like fun.
Yeah.